Hey guys, THUNDERSTUD here, and today we are doing more Salamandra and Phoenix. This time we are leaning into the Gemini element because Gemini has a really good, easy to get equip card in Supervise. It makes your Gemini monster an effect monster, and it'll special summon a normal monster from your graveyard when it's sent to the graveyard. It's a really cool card. I've always wanted to use it in combination with this monster. It's a really old monster that I've never really had too many copies of. Now we do. When he has it, you can send a face-up equip card to negate a spell or trap that targets a monster and destroy it. That will trigger Supervise and special summon another Gemini. So we still use Salamandra and Phoenix. We have plenty of fire. Still using Phoenix Gear Freed Immortal. One copy of Boxer Veil to go along with reinforcements of the army. Very good combo. Now it's like we have two. And we're still using Compulsory Evacuation as our 3 limit. Other than that, super straightforward. We're just using old Gemini tricks. So you can have something like Valkyria, equip it with Supervise, use its counter, destroy a monster, use Gemini Spark, destroy a monster, that'll trigger Supervise, Valkyria will come back out. All those different little core Gemini plays. Other than that, it's just leaning into the Salamandra and Phoenix skill. So I won't go over that too much. You've probably seen it, and it'll be very straightforward when you see it here. So yeah, I love Gemini. I love a good revisit, and this is they're good Gemini monsters. Valkyria and this, I honestly forget his name. Evocator Chevalier. Yeah, he's one of the better Gemini monsters that I actually saw play way long ago. So, hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are facing a Yuya. We're going second. See what our boys got for us. Both using Dark Magician Girl's mats and sleeves. We're just a little different. He is in fact Pendulum. We got Compulsory, we got Valkyria, Supervise, and a Gemini Spark. This is a really good combo for Gemini, or this is one of their, used to be good way back when an 1800 monster was just relevant in its own, a 4-star 1800. It's crazy. I remember when the first 4-star vanilla 1800 came out, and I went for it hard. It was a light fairy. I really wanted it for a Venus deck, believe it or not. It was so cool. Very cool deck, way long ago. So here's Supervise on Valkyria, very reminiscent. He's going to use Yuzika to stop that effect. I'm going to chain Gemini Spark. This does great things. So I'm going to get the effect of Gemini Spark and the effect of Supervise to special summon Valkyria right back. Then we use the skill. I always want to call it Salamandra, but it's Immortal Phoenix Gear Freed. Using Salamandra on it. Now all we gotta do is swing over that monster. 3700, not quite lethal unless we steal our own monster as another negate. And has 500 damage to hit him for 4.2k. Great stuff, guys. Old Gemini combos. Alright, here we are facing a Yuya. We're going second. See what our boys got for us. You gotta show them Salamandra and Phoenix. It's kind of weird because it doesn't do anything for us. I guess we gotta show it so they know how we're summoning Gear Freed just outright. We're facing Superheavy Samurai. This should be quite the duel. He's adding Trumpeter. We have a really good hand. I mean, Supervise is just such a good card to have for this Gear Freed outright. Gives him his effect. It's not level reliant like Spark. Spark leads to level 4. Supervise will summon your Phoenix Gear Freed from the graveyard. Here, he's going into Shutentenjo, or Shutendoji, to destroy Supervise. We don't have a card in the graveyard to utilize its effect, but we will for the second Supervise, as he's going to use Cannon to destroy our poor Gear Freed. But we can bring our Chevalier out, put Supervise on him. He can throw away Chevalier. This is a great combo. Now we can bring the Gear Freed back from the graveyard. Spark, we could Spark, but we're going to save the Spark for Disruption because he does have a Flutist already. So, yeah, he's going Scales. Scales brings out Cannon. Trumpeter. Now I only target cannon, because that's a bad target. The target would be the tuner, but I was hoping targeting the bad target would incentivize him to not use Flutist, but he still used Flutist anyway, so it's Musashi. Adding cannon back though, why not climb the ladder, why not add Trumpeter? Beats me. I guess he was cool with just swinging over this monster. 800 damage, no big deal. We still have Gearfried. We even top deck our Immortal Phoenix Gearfried, so what a top deck. We haven't even used the skill yet, so here it comes. Just gotta banish a legendary sword, then we have a fire legendary sword in Salamandra. Swoop his monster, swing at him, and he scoops. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are going second, about to catch a rank up versus Yami Yugi. This is pretty old though, I think this is platinum. He's 5k life points. We got a Gearfried, we got a Supervise, we got an Immortal Gearfried. So Supervise on Gearfried is just such a great combo. And then we got Salamandra on Immortal Gearfried, which is just cool lore. Konami could have given us any equip. They were like, just give him Salamandra, so they gotta use the fire. Here we run into a DD Warrior. We negate it with Gearfried, obviously, but that could have been really bad. And now we hit him for 3k. He did use life point boost, so we don't have to worry about Destiny Draw. He's trying to use Dark World Shackles on us. Now Gearfried. So Immortal Gearfried protects our Phoenix Gearfried. Phoenix Gearfried protects our Immortal. Supervise was going off, but there was nothing to grab as he scoops. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are going second against another Joey Wheeler, but it is not a mirror match, weirdly enough. I think he's just using Field of Warriors, while we are using Salamandra and Phoenix. And obviously his field spell is going to help our monsters too. Now we have everything. We have our Gearfried with the equip. We have Immortal Phoenix ready for the skill. He is Noble Knights, so he has an Arfudetier and a Caliburn onto a Boars. We're gonna start with the Chevalier. We're not gonna go with the Gearfried just yet. We destroy his monster and he loses a bunch of cards. Now we're gonna show the Immortal Gearfried. He still does have that back row. Banish the Legendary Sword, don't even need to banish the Supervise just yet. Put the Salamandra on our boy. He's gonna Dimensional Prison him, and there's not really much we can do about that. But we still have our Chevalier, and he's upped by Sogen, so here we go. Gearfried once again, Immortal Phoenix once again, banishing the Salamandra. No equips this time, but we didn't need it as we hit him for lethal. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are going second versus a Playmaker. See what that does for our boy. Gotta show him Salamandra and Phoenix. He's gotta show us Storm Access. All that nonsense. Excuse me, we're starting with a Boxer Veil. He's Shiranui, still seeing Shiranui. Isn't that crazy? He's going Link Shiranui somehow. 10 in his graveyard, in his extra deck. We're starting off with Gearfried and Salamandra. We're gonna swoop the monster. Not set up his graveyard just yet. Then we're gonna negate Squire with the Salamandra. Like I said, we're not gonna set up his graveyard yet because we know he uses his graveyard. Then we swing for 3,500 as this is just all our spells for Gemini, but no Gemini themselves. We're gonna negate Gozuki. He's going to banish Squire to special summon a zombie from his hand. It's just a Spectral Sword, level 2. Throws away another Spectral Sword, goes Zombie World. So we're all zombies now. Thankfully, none of our spells require us to be warriors, just Gemini. So we can be supervised. He's got a Teuton Mask, so we can't target ourselves. Thankfully, we have a second supervise. We're going to use it to destroy his defense position monster, because honestly, we don't mind being zombies. We really don't. And we just swing for lethal. Anyway, nice and easy. Shiranui still trying to come at us. So I just love the old Gemini combos, guys. It's super nostalgic, especially with this monster. So to go back to these combos of supervise with Valkyria and stuff like that, it's honestly really cool. I remember when Evocator was a brand new card, and I was like, whoa, Gemini are gonna really pop off. Really cool old stuff with this skill. It's a fun deck. It's such a simple deck, so if you guys are just looking for an easy breeze through this ugly meta, by all means, go for it. Free to play, hard to make work though. I've tried a lot with Fire Knight and Dark Wolves and stuff, and it's pretty fun. Just nowhere near as good as having multiple copies of Gear Freed and Immortal Gear Freed. So, hope you guys enjoy. If you are super old to Duel Links, you've been around forever and you have a bunch of Gemini, give them a run, guys. It's super fun. So, thanks for watching, guys.